Today we are going to learn how to do a paired samples t-test, or what we usually term as a before and after scenario. We also sometimes call it as the dependent samples t-test. And in this case, or in this context, the data that we have here is for a reading program. We want to see if our reading program is working. So what we're going to do is we have to compare the means of the before and after and check if there's a significant difference between the two. So what we're going to do here is compare the means and then test for paired samples t-test. Again, if your teacher asks you for a before and after scenario or the dependent samples t-test, then this is what you're going to choose, a paired samples t-test. So how do we enter the data here? So we can do it one by one. Click on before and then click on after, or we can highlight them both and then choose them all. So after that, there's really nothing more that you could do but then to click OK. So as we can see here, there is a result. So what we normally do here is we have to check if what happened to the before and after. So as we can see here, the mean from the before situation or before the reading program is 10.25, and then the after is 11.12, and all of the samples that we have is 339. So we can also see our standard deviation there. So there is an improvement of the before and after mean, but then the question remains, can we say that the reading program is effective? So we can see here a paired samples correlation of before and after. So this is not the value that you're going to look at. The value that you're going to look for is this one from the paired samples t-test or paired differences table. So what we have here is that we can see that the p-value is 0.00. So as we can see here, the p-value is 0.00. If you have a null hypothesis of there is no significant difference between the before and after scores of the students, then what you have to do is you have to reject the null, because it says here that there is a significant difference between the before and after. Why do we say that? Because if I reject the null, I will commit 0.00 error. So I will reject the null. So that is what is meant by the p-value, the actual error if you reject the null. Since you will commit 0.00 error, then let's reject the null. So this is for our paired samples statistics, or our dependent sample statistics, or a before and after statistics. I hope you learned something, and if you have problems, then you can just place a comment down below and I will check on that. Thank you, and more power.